Good afternoon, traders. It is Wednesday, April 5th, 2016, and U.S. stock market is closed. It'd be a good day for me not to do the video. Um, what happened today is really grim. I called the Dow down for the day. It did, in fact, end up closing down 41 points, but that's just half the story. What we had today was the worst case price pattern that we can have. Doesn't have, fortunately, it doesn't have a whole lot, but when it does, it's really, really bad. What we had today was a Dow that opens up, gaps up, and just screams. For the first hour, I don't know exactly what I think it was up over 200 up here. Uh, and then it fails, tries to come back, and actually the second failure they experience is the worst one of all. Anytime, I'm not very big on chart analysis, but anytime you see this pattern where you have a high and then attempt to take out that high that fails before it does and then starts down, that's really deadly. And that's exactly what happened today. This thing just crashed and went negative, closing near its low. What happens, of course, is this action at the beginning of the day puts us in a huge amount of trades. We usually end up pretty much buying the top of the market here, and then we're just killed in the sell-off and added to our misery. I mean, this pattern just jumps out at me. I mean, this is the I have to call the Dow down for tomorrow. It could go down hard, and unfortunately, our losses um, are not going to get better. We got into 10 positions today, one positive, nine negative. We are holding negative $21,000. We did, by the way, close out $1,200 positive, but that's not going to help us much when you got um, $22,000 negative. This is about the worst that we've seen in quite a long time. I will just pass this on. I've been trading a long time, and believe me, we've had worse days than this. Believe it or not, yeah, we've had worse days than this, and I won't. And it could be worse tomorrow. But and what's happened to us? We've seen 6 months of just crappy trading, and that's tough too. The system really has not done uh, very well for at least 4 months. But in the long run, it's just a blip on the screen. I had a customer email today. I told him I haven't had a losing year in 20 years, and I don't anticipate this year is going to be losing either. What will happen at some point is this thing will turn around. It won't keep these bad patterns forever. It never does. If it if it kept these same bad patterns from now on, it'd be easy to just reverse this system and start selling when we buy and buying when we sell, and you could make a lot of money. But believe me, I've done a lot of research, and nah, that won't work either. And the fact is, we're not. It's not like we're wildly in the hole. We're not. But it's just we've been doing a lot of trading for 6 months and haven't gone very far. But I get email from customers every week that tell me these horror stories of having $200,000 and now they've traded it down to 5,000. Believe me, I get those all the time, and people want to know what I could do to help them get out of the hole. But those are the kinds of losses by using strategies or lack of strategies that lose almost all your money. This doesn't lose all your money. We're basically in a very frustrating break even pattern for maybe 6 months, and it will ultimately resolve to profits. I know that. Anyway, that's those are just my thoughts on an extremely bad day. Obviously, I have nothing to show you, and I'm very disappointed. I'm very worried about the Open tomorrow because this looks very bad. Anyway, this is Trader Bob signing off. See you tomorrow on Thursday.